There's a lot of really dumb right-wingers out there that want to make sure that you know they've learned absolutely nothing during this pandemic as the numbers continue to go up. Here is Rand Paul and his advice for people who've already gotten infected with the disease.
We have 11 million people in our country who have already had COVID. We should tell them to celebrate. We should tell them to throw away their masks, go to restaurants, live again, because these people are now immune. But Dr. Fauci doesn't want to admit to any of that. Dr. Fauci's like, oh, woe is me, until the election occurs, and now maybe he'll be changing his attitude. But the bottom line is there's a great deal of optimism that we should have out there, not just with the vaccine, but with the immunity that kids may have pre-existing and with the immunity that 11 million people got from having the disease.
Yeah, it's great that 11 million people have already had the disease. Jesus, California's passed 1 million cases. But he says they should throw out their masks and go eat because they already had it. And hey, maybe they can't get it again. I mean, he's only a doctor. He doesn't need to be sure before he tells people to go do that.
He's a doctor and he's giving epidemiology advice like an eye doctor. Like, that's it. Yeah, that's like saying I'm a political scientist. So here, let me design a spacecraft. Like, no, there are certain fundamentals that might apply, like in terms of applying the scientific method, but I have no confidence that Rand Paul, here's what they want you to think. They want you to think that when it comes to having a political agenda, Dr. Fauci has one and Rand Paul doesn't, even though one's just a doctor and the other is a literal politician.
Yeah, Fauci's so biased, honestly. No, you're 100% right. Yeah, Rand Paul, he's not saying you need to go out there and start spending money for any particular reason or anything like that. And someone pointed out in Twitch, by the way, it's not just that he's saying that if you already had it, go out there because I'm gonna pretend that you're definitely safe, when there have been instances of people getting it for a second time. They might have absolute immunity forever. They might have relative immunity, like a resistance to it forever. They might have a total or relative immunity for a little while. We don't know for sure, but Rand Paul isn't gonna let that stop him from telling you to go out there. But even in that advice, he said, and the relative immunity that kids might have, he's saying they should go out there. He's not even saying in that they're immune, but they might be, and that would be nice. So, go get them some chicken nuggets. Come on, go put them in the restaurant. But anyway, he can pretend like this isn't serious, and certainly he's not gonna treat it in a serious fashion, but it is 100% serious. Yesterday's COVID tracking project report, we had 151,000 cases, the highest ever. And I understand that you might think, wait, but didn't you say that yesterday? And the day before that, and the day before that? Yeah, that's because all this week we've been breaking records. 67,000 people hospitalized, a death toll above 1,100. Or in the words of the greatest political and philosophical, indeed every way thinkers of our times, like Dave Rubin, can we all admit that the pandemic is over now? Like, at least give us that as you peddle the rest of this nonsense. Yeah, it's not over. It's not over at all.
Sir,
lots of people are dying.
You peddle the rest of this nonsense. The thing about, and I tweeted this, but like knowing Dave Rubin, let me just give you an idea of what it's like to have a conversation with Dave Rubin. There's no there. There is no this, there. He's just this empty, I wanna be popular some way in him. And it's like, so tell me about your thoughts. And it's everything is, and there's certain people you get on panels with who realize while they're on the panel that they know less about something than you. So all they do is look into your eyes and start talking and steer based on your reaction to it. And that's every time I had Dave Rubin on a panel with me. He would start talking and say like, well, historically speaking, you can, and I'd just go like this, and he'd be like, well, sometimes you can. And that's what it was like. And you're just like, I'm waiting for you to make a statement so I can react to it. And that's me just listening. I'm just listening, and I'm proving I'm listening by reacting. But now I feel like I'm talking with my face through you. It's like the weirdest, crappiest ventriloquist act that you've ever seen.
I think you should be complimented by that, because he was just lost in the night sky looking to navigate, and your face was Rudolph's nose for him. It was just, that's all he can see.
I'll tell you who else does it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Jimmy Dore, when he's on a panel with Cenk, it's just question time, like 100%. That's where I first noticed it, and then I saw it in Dave Rubin. Like, it's just, listen, when they're by themselves, they go. And then people who aren't in the room with them listen to it and go, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That's what you see in this tweet here. That's him misunderstand. Like, even people on his side are like, if they were in the room, they'd be like, that is not what we're saying. He just has this sad, dead-eyed expression when he realizes what he just said. Like, that's what happens when Dave Rubin communicates. It's so depressing.
Look, you're 100% right, and we could clearly go on. I questioned whether I should put the tweet in because I knew it would lead us on a tangent. Look, he's awful. It's for money. It's complete grift. There's no one who's ever grifted as hard as he is grifting. So congratulations to him. But anyway, Rand Paul is a senator. He is supposed to be at least pretending to take this seriously, especially in the absence of any leadership by the White House. They're just done. They're done. All of them. Trump by not caring, Mike Pence by being willing to go on a vacation during all this, Rand Paul with his throw out your masks. If you were wondering what a herd immunity strategy would look like, this is what it is. Just do whatever and we'll see what happens. And as the numbers go up, we're not gonna acknowledge it. That's what this is. This is the herd mentality at play. So frustrating. It's so frustrating. And they're just pretending 151,000 people got it in one day. Not have it. Like millions of people have it right now and are struggling with it. 151,000 in one day. And we're just hoping and praying that that is the highest number. Every day we see the number and we go, dear God, that's insane. And the next step is, please God, let tomorrow not be worse. That's what we're in right now. Or if you're being paid by right-wing billionaires, it's over, I guess. It's nonsense, really.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.